Obviously, unbelievably great win. Starting off, it was so weird. It just didn't feel like, I don't know, didn't feel fairly normal until then once the game started. Pregame was weird, and then the game started, and it was pretty much normal football at that point. Then first half, just disappointing. We did a lot of things bad teams do. That's what we talked about at halftime. We gave up big plays. You fumble inside the 4. I felt like we did a lot of good things defensively. They're really good on offense. I thought we were stopping the run. I thought we were doing a decent job on Hall, aside when we had the 80-yard breakdowns. And offensively, I thought we were doing some decent things. And I was really happy that our young ST guys kind of got off to a good start. But you're sitting there at halftime knowing you're doing everything that causes losing. I've coached football and played long enough to know you fumble inside the 4 against a good team. It usually you give up 2 chunk home run plays. One was in the 3. They threw a go ball in a 3-cloud boundary. It should be a pick, and our 2 best players are there, and our best guy whiffs on it, and they go 80 yards for a touchdown. And they got explosive guys. Then we start the second half, and they run a toss play into a blitz, and we should have a 5-yard loss that turns into a 70-yard touchdown. So, did some very uncharacteristic things on defense. Our offense obviously kept us in the game, got us back in the game, then took over the game, got us a 10-point lead. And amazing, no Tyree, no Bester. Man, would I've loved to have those 2 kids tonight. Because we were really explosive on offense. And I thought our running backs did a really nice job. But if you have those 2 kids, it's a totally different deal on offense. Totally different. But I thought, Davion, and then he gets hurt. So now you're down to number 4. You're 4, 5, and 6 you're playing. We're trying to beat a really good team. We're down 21-10. You lose your quarterback in the second quarter. And I've been telling everyone who will listen, and not many people listen, so I'm usually just talking to myself. But I feel like I got 2 – every time somebody asks about Brett, I always say I feel like I got 2 really good quarterbacks. And AJ this offseason, even though it was so choppy, was really dedicated to really competing and trying to beat Brett out, and then being really prepared. Sure enough, when you do stuff like that in life, when you don't have a light at the end of the tunnel, you're playing behind a freshman, and you're a freshman, and most kids like AJ Mayer prepared these last 8 months, everything he could do, and then he gets his shot, and then he plays his stinking tail off. So you're talking about your backup quarterback, your 4th, 5th, 6th. You don't have Andrew Homer at tight end, and our offense was fantastic the whole day. And our young kickers. Our kicker did good. Our punter did good. Our kickoffs are just but our snappers did good. Our coverage units did good. So that was shocking. I thought special teams, I was very concerned. We got through one pretty dang good today, ST.
Did Ball State do anything you didn't anticipate offensively or defensively, Coach?
A little bit defensively. They got a new coordinator, but just, they didn't do anything that normal defenses don't do. But we had to figure out some stuff that they were doing up front, and then even coverage-wise. They did a few wrinkles coverage-wise. Offensively, no, they've been really good on offense. And they got Huntley and Hall and Plitt, and Plitt's such a winner and such a competitor. And, he threw for 300 on us a year ago. And, they've been talking all offseason, Detroit or bust, and we end up being a underdog again. I'm not sure what this team really has to do to ever be a favorite. Apparently we just suck, because every single game we're an underdog. We started like a 3.5-point favorite. We're +1 I don't even get it. But they're explosive on offense, so they did what they do, and they were really good at times on offense today.
Coach, obviously Brett and AJ are both talented, but they have pretty different skill sets. Did your staff change anything game plan wise once AJ got into the game?
No, AJ's probably a little bigger, but people say AJ can run a little more, but AJ's, they're both similar, really. They're both pocket guys. And Brett's deceptively athletic. He kind of looks weird when he's running, but he runs away from a bunch of defensive guys, A shame that he got targeted today pretty good. That'll probably be on the targeting tape that teaches everybody what targeting is. So, but we didn't have to change anything. Our offense is geared, Coach Kaler, Coach Barnett, the whole offensive staff had a really good plan. They had a really good offseason, getting prepared. When you have young quarterbacks, you got to kind of figure out, and we tweaked some things that we thought they would be really good at that we didn't really do a year ago, because a year ago we were so young back there that and we hit some nice things today that we've been doing well against our defense in practice. So really good job by our staff, and it was I don't know, it's kind of becoming normal that we're going to find a way to hang in there and beat you. So proud of the kids.
Sorry. Is it too early to speculate on when Brett might be back?
I would say definitely, because I haven't even talked to anybody. Yeah, I would say who knows. So I talked to him at halftime. He was fine at halftime. So, but I don't. That'll be obviously the doctors will figure that out. And so, but it was encouraging at halftime. He was very alert, very aware. He was walking around. He wasn't like they didn't have him in a dark room, which sometimes you do. So.
Anybody else got anything?
I was just going to ask him, how big was McWood's play? Obviously, it was huge in the game, but his first career interception, picked a good time for it, didn't he?
Yeah, another one. Like Khan comes here as a walk-on, earns a scholarship as an ST guy, and then he scores a winning touchdown. And it was a big part of this game. McWood comes here as a walk-on, earns a scholarship kind of the day we beat Northern 2 years ago, and Koenig couldn't answer the bell. McWood played his tail off. He got to earn a scholarship that day. And then last year he was phenomenal for us. And he's just not real flashy, so he doesn't get all the awards. Like I always say, like he didn't get really any votes for all conference. I wouldn't trade him for any Mike Becker. Now I know there's bigger, stronger, faster ones out there, but I wouldn't trade Ryan McWood for any of them. And then again, our defense is struggling, off and on all night. And then they still come up with a big play to set up the win. And McWood tips it to himself. And what a story he's been. He just, I don't know. It's fortunate to have him, fortunate to coach him, fortunate to be around him. He's just an unbelievable player, unbelievable kid.
How about Dom Robinson with 2 sacks in his first game as a DN? What's his potential?
Yeah, I know. No, you saw it. It's tremendous. And just he's been pretty natural there. And he's got a motor. And you think of a wideout, and you put his hand down, and he's probably not going to be very physical. And we had some huge sacks tonight. And again, just another unbelievable kid. And always has made sacrifices for the team. And so I don't know. Our guys are pretty amazing. They really are. They just. If you're around them, it. They just do things the right way, and they support each other, and they don't have big egos, but they'll compete and they'll fight, and they're great students. So, again, difficult with everything. I've done less coaching. I was more nervous for this game than any game. My wife was like, I couldn't sleep yesterday. I'm not running the offense. I'm not running the defense. And I'm sitting there 2 days before the game, and we got an off day yesterday because of the election. And I'm not doing anything. Like, I'm watching Buffalo tape. Like, I'm so damn nervous. I couldn't sleep. I was up till 3:30 last night. I could not sleep. I'm like, I am not like, I've been a pregame routine for 28 years. And it's not like you got a little free time for the game, but I'm sitting around then on the sideline today, first quarter, I'm not doing anything. Like, I'm not calling the offense. I'm not calling the defense, but with COVID, and my assistants are really, really good, and they're really good teachers, and they're really smart people. And then my kids, it's like, we made a decision when I'm going to be bogged down with COVID all the time, and you can't be waiting on me for a meeting. Like, something might come up and I have to deal with it. So just proud of the whole organization.
AJ, can you talk about what it meant for you to come into the game and just have a chance to lead Miami to a big season opening win in that spot?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it meant a lot. It was a pretty surreal experience. I've been looking for that ever since I've been to Miami. Last year, I got beat out, but I know I still just kept my head down and worked really hard to get to this position, and I got a lot better, and this is where we are now, 1-0. So it feels really good.
What was your initial reaction when Brett first went down?
Well, I mean, obviously my first one was I hope he was okay. I know that at first he was kind of just laying there on the ground. I was like, holy crap, I hope he's, obviously okay. And then Coach Welsh came out to me and said, hey, warm up. And I was like, all right, this is it. It's time to go. That's basically all I was thinking about the whole time.
How did it feel teaming up with Cold Iron?
It felt really good. I mean, we do a lot in practice too, so I'm always with him. But, I mean, it means a lot to the community, I'm sure, and it was really awesome to see it, especially, it's been, 3 years since I've thrown a touchdown, probably since senior year of high school. But it was a really cool experience.
Were there any nerves being out there for the first, extended period of time?
I don't think I was really that nervous. It was more of just, trying to take it all in at one time. I wouldn't say that the situation was too big or anything like that. I just was ready to get it going, honestly, and I wanted to lead my team to a win, and that's what I did, and I'm happy about it.
Hey, Ryan, lead the team in tackles. Obviously a key interception. What a great way to start your senior year, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun to see it back out there and be with the boys for real.
With it being your first game after just a weird off season, how are you feeling physically and like conditioning wise?
Yeah, I feel good. Strength staff did a really good job getting us, ready for the game. I know they're on a short clock. So they were really pushing us. If we needed extra cardio or conditioning or extra weight room sessions, we were able to do that. So I felt good.
Can you go through the interception play for us?
Sure. We were in man coverage. The back kind of checked out of the back. I forget who it was, either Kimpler, Dom, or KB kind of flushed the quarterback out of the pocket. He kind of stepped up and then kind of came back. So I came off the coverage a little bit, and he just kind of dumped off to the back. And I was, kind of got a hand up there and able to just go catch the ball.
Ryan, do you think you were going to score?
Yeah, I'm upset I didn't. I was waiting for my guys to throw a block. Kimper kind of left me out to dry, but that's all right. I'm happy, though, because my boy Khan, he was able to get his second score in there, so sealed the deal for us.
You actually showed pretty good ball handling skills there, tipping the ball to yourself like that.
Yeah, I try to get my extra catches in after practice, with the quarterbacks. They're always throwing out there, so I figure I might as well get my catches in. You never know when it's going to come in handy.
So I guess you figure if Dom can come over to defense from offense, you might be able to go the other way.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said, if Dom can come over from offense to defense, maybe you can go the other way.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about that. I think I like defense too much to switch to the offensive side, so.